They called him names. They said, ni kwa maombi si kwa uchawi. They said, some ganga. We are burying here a man of God who laid his life for the sake of this nation. This is not Mganga who is lying here.
Bondo witnessed a political earthquake that no one saw coming. What was meant to be a simple courtesy visit by Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka turned into a full-blown political spectacle that left the entire region buzzing and sent shockwaves through President William Ruto's camp. From the moment Kalonzo's convoy sneaked into Bondo, it was clear something big was unfolding. Locals lined the roads, singing, waving and cheering as his motorcade made its way to Raila Odinga's home. The air was thick with excitement, and by the time he arrived, the crowd had swelled into thousands. Even the most skeptical of observers were forced to admit that this was not just a visit, it was a statement. Kalonzo arrived bearing more than words. His entourage brought with them over 100 heads of cattle, a symbolic gift in Luo culture that represents deep respect and lasting friendship. That gesture alone changed the entire tone of the day. It wasn't politics as usual. It was loyalty displayed in its purest form. The sight of Kalonzo presenting the cattle sent the message loud and clear. He was not just another visitor, but a trusted ally of Raila Odinga. Inside Bondo, whispers quickly turned into bold declarations. Many of Raila's diehard supporters interpreted the gesture as a clear sign that Kalonzo was positioning himself as Raila's political heir and a defender of the Azimio dream. For years, the question of who would carry Raila's political torch after his retirement has remained unanswered. But after this weekend, many are convinced the answer has finally emerged.
It is draining because he's come to mourn his friend. He has come to mourn his friend. Kore inmigo kokoniite inga. Emami enyakwarwakege. Wana wachuche moko mupogore kucha.
Mama Ida Odinga's words sealed the moment. Her recognition of Kalonzo as a close friend and associate of her husband didn't just confirm their bond, it reshaped the political conversation. Her public acknowledgement sent a strong signal that the Odinga family was ready to embrace Kalonzo fully, something that would unite the Azimio base under one front.
Our brother Rigiji would want to come, and those who spoke badly spoke for themselves, and others who come. The Luyas were here with a lot of cows. Mama Ida will talk about the cows when you go there, because my brother can't take any cow with him.
That single moment has thrown Ruto'S camp into panic. For months, the president and his inner circle have been working to discredit Kalonzo, branding him as politically weak and unfit to challenge them in 2027. But what unfolded in Bondo told a different story. The energy, the turnout, and the symbolism behind every detail of that event showed a man who had found a powerful base and new momentum.
Wamepanic, wameanza fujo kwa sababu hawajazoea hii siasa ya mwananchi wa kawaida kuzungumziwa.
Ruto'S political advisors are said to be uneasy. The optics of Kalonzo being embraced by RAILA'S in such grand fashion have exposed the vulnerability of Ruto'S strategy. The president has long relied on divisions within the opposition to maintain control, but what happened in Bondo hinted at a possible alliance too powerful to ignore.
Yeah, asante. Your Excellency, Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, Your Excellency Governor Wavinya Ndeti.
The visit also shifted the emotional tone among Raila's loyalists. Many who had been unsure about who to trust after Raila's exit from the ballot now seemed to rally behind Kalonzo. The chants, the songs, and the public display of unity painted a picture of a renewed opposition, one that could threaten Ruto'S political calculations.
Hapa kwa geti zote turudi nyuma. Zote turudi nyuma. Let us clear this place. Tuende kwa tent. Tuende kwa tent. Tafadhali. Tuende kwa tent.
What makes the situation even more unsettling for Ruto is that Kalonzo's growing influence is spreading beyond Bondo. His recent appearances across different regions have drawn impressive crowds, but this particular visit struck deeper because it happened in Raila's home ground, a place considered untouchable by outsiders. For Kalonzo to be received with such warmth in Bondo speaks volumes about how fast the political tide is shifting.
At least me, I can say I've seen 2 of my students here. I've seen Wavinya, I see another one. And Governor Mutula Jr., you are welcome. And all the friends that have come from Mukambani and from other areas, plus everybody else who is here.
Analysts say this could mark the beginning of a new power structure within the opposition. With Raila's death, Kalonzo's positioning couldn't have come at a better time. The Bondo reception might have just cemented his place as the face of the opposition, something Ruto had not prepared for.
Now in 2024, we say on the television, Baba, you have done it now, rest, achia sisi kazi. And they did. They even went to the Central Business District. And the history of this country cannot be written without a prominence of place being given to our brother.
Behind the celebrations, however, lies a deeper tension. The unity displayed in Bondo challenges the narrative that Ruto's political machinery has been pushing, that the opposition is fractured and fading. Instead, the images from the event told a different story: an energized base, a clear sense of direction, and a leader who has finally captured Raila's political heartbeat. By the time Kalonzo left Bondo, chants of his name echoed through the town. Residents spoke with renewed confidence that their political future was secure and that Raila's legacy could live on through someone who understood the struggle. For Ruto, this is the moment he feared most. The idea of a united opposition led by a revitalized Kalonzo, backed by Raila's grassroots network and moral authority, poses a direct threat to his 2027 ambition. What happened in Bondo wasn't just a visit, it was a signal, a warning shot, and if the energy witnessed there spread beyond Nyanza, then Ruto's worst nightmare might just be beginning to unfold.
That the values he lived for will never die with him. In fact, is more powerful in death than when he was alive. Raila Odinga will be more powerful in death, I repeat, than when he was alive. Because he inspired the young Kenyans, he inspired the Gen Zs. And I remember that little girl in 2024 will say on the television, Baba, you have done it now, rest, achia sisi kazi. And they did. They even went to the Central Business District. And the history of this country cannot be written without a prominence of place being given to our brother Raila Amolo Odinga. May the champion of democracy, may the champion of devolution rest in eternal peace. Amen.
Your Excellency, that was a very powerful speech. And at the end of it, I think you should have said, Joey.